Hello there, you're welcome to Let's Talk Showbiz here on the JoyNews channel, and today I get to hang out with a beautiful young lady. Well, she's not only beautiful, but she's also a musician. She sings, she writes, and she is a sound engineer. Now, I know that I've met quite a number of sound engineers, but they're mostly men. So to have a lady to talk to is definitely going to be fun. And her name is Mz Milano. So just stay tuned because the conversation is just about starting. I want to know so much about her. And I believe once this is done, we'll start calling. Maybe even my rap career can start. Hello, darling. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too. And in this our part of, should I say, what we do, I don't really see female sound engineers. But before that, let's talk about music. Let's talk about what you do before that bit. What got you into it, and how long have you been doing music?
Music is something that started from when I was younger, when I was about 12. I used to kind of enter like, you know, just auditions and stuff, and then, you know, I kind of got parts, solo parts, so I discovered my voice thanks to my music teacher who told me, you know, you have a voice. So I followed that through, and yeah, I kind of just started to do like hooks on rappers' tracks, and then that turned into like me writing my own songs, R&B songs, and that developed into me wanting to produce and wanting to do other things within the music realm.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so, should I say professionally, how long have you been doing this?
I would say about 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
And you're Ghanaian?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Wow. So which part of outside do you live or do you base?
Which part in London?
Yeah. Oh, so you're from London.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hear that.
Yeah. So I'm from the UK, but originally I was born here, so I'm from Ghana.
Okay.
And then my dad's Italian. So yeah, I'm from East London.
Okay. Easy for. So, I mean, it looks like you're literally, everything about music you're studying and you want to do more with that. I know that it's not easy, especially looking at the entertainment industry. Could be from Ghana across the world, but how are you managing? How challenging is it for you?
I would say it's definitely a challenge. It's something that I accept, though. That I accept the challenge, and I kind of felt like if you have your vision and you have your like plan, then you're kind of good to go with it. So I just kind of visualized making an Afrobeat song because I really wanted to go into that realm anyway. I was making R&B music, and I wrote a song called Elevate.
Okay.
And then that song kind of did really well, like the buzz. I was like, okay, all right, let me just, you know, carry on. And I've done another song recently called No Better Love, which is out now. It's out on all digital platforms. So this is like my introduction into the Afrobeat realm.
You know, it means nothing. I mean, to me, as I said, my interest is Gamro. I am not somebody who is too much attached to positions and titles. I'm not really interested. My interest is for this organization to stand on its feet. Thankfully, you were there when the French ambassador invited us. My interest is for Gamro to stand on its feet, to be able to serve the current right owners and the future yet to be born right owners. So even if I have to be a messenger for Gamro to achieve its aims and to become what I want it to become, I didn't start this struggle today. I started it 30 years ago, and it's not now that I'm going to throw my hands in despair because of all these bottlenecks. Some of the organizations have been in place for, like SASEM, it's been in place for 140 years. Gamro just started. So to me, I see all these things as part of teething problems. All these are happening because of ignorance. You know.
Correct. Again, is this fight against Gamro, do you feel it is a personal fight towards you?
Sometimes I feel so, but the question is, everything I do with Gamro is not personal. So if you have personal grudges with me and you can face me, why do you use Gamro? Face me. If you have any issues, people go around say all manner of things. If you know that I've taken anything from Gamro, it's criminal. Come and arrest me. Bring an evidence. But just go and sit on radio and say Rexoma this, Rexoma that. To me, it doesn't mean anything to me, and it doesn't affect me in any way. So long as I know I'm doing what is right, not for myself, but for the rest of the membership and the country, I really don't care.
Do you see party politician play here too?
In Ghana, anything can happen, but I don't want to give attention to that. Gamro is a private organization. So everybody
Operating under the law of the present government.
just like any company operating under the law of the present government, just like all financial institutions operating under the law but being regulated by Bank of Ghana, which is under the government of Ghana. So by the virtue of me being exposed politically person, does not stop me from protecting my right. Gamro belongs to right owners who have come together to form our organization. In the 3 CMOs we have in Ghana, Gamro is the most vibrant one. Gamro is the most well-structured for now. So if somebody is targeting me because of my partisan or my political affiliation, let them throw me out based on law.
But do you feel that? Do you feel it?
I feel that, but I don't want to give it attention. That is there. And I don't want to go into details with that now, because everybody heading any institution in this organization, this country, belongs to one party one way or the other. The thing is, you cannot run a collective management in a country like ours and pretend to be political. Because, in future, on the board, we have different parties there. But I hardly go out in public speaking about Gamro and talk party politics. I don't do that. We don't do that in Gamro. But I live my life. I'm an entrepreneur. Are you going to say because I'm a Gamro member or chairman, so I shouldn't practice my entrepreneurship? I'm a political activist. Are you going to stop me from my activism because I'm a chairman of Gamro? Then use the law.
Do you have visuals for that song?
I've just recorded a video for it, so that's being edited now as we speak.
Okay.
And it's coming very soon. I
Very
would say probably by August.
Okay.
We'll have a visual for No Better Love.
Have you been following Ghanaian music anyway?
Yeah, I have. I love Ghanaian music.
Any favorites in there?
Yeah, I'm quite obsessed with the Asaka movement actually at the moment. Like I'm loving the J-Bad, I'm loving the Black Sharif, I'm loving the Kwaku DMC, that kind of vibe. And then I'm also liking Jackie a lot, because she's really cool. And I really like, obviously, the others, Joey B, Sark, I'm listening to all of that right now, so it's really cool.
But is there any possibility, any of them you would love to work with?
I would love to work with Black Sharif.
Why though?
I just like his tone. I feel like his music is I feel like our voices would go well together. And also, I also feel like he's like the pain, like the storytelling and stuff. It could work. It could work. Yeah.
All right, that's great to hear. Mentioning all of these people and all that, let's delve into the sound engineering aspect. It looks like you've been doing music and literally you're going into that aspect. So is this something you're studying, you know how to do, or you're now venturing into it?
Yeah, I've studied it, so I just got a degree in it.
Okay.
It's something that I used to see producers and I used to see that, I used to think, what does this button do? What does that do? And I just got really, really interested in finding out what everything kind of does. And that's when I went in to do production. But with the production, it was more like I could go into the studio and I could co-produce something. So I just thought, I want to actually produce it myself. I'll just try and produce it myself. If it works, if I'm good at it, then I'll carry on. But if I'm not, then, so I kind of tried it and it just came really naturally. So I carried on, and now I'm officially a producer, making amapiano beats in my studio and stuff like.
Oh, so you have a studio then?
Yeah, my own little home studio, yeah.
Wow.
It's just
I don't know if congratulations is in right place as now that you're...
No, I won't say congratulations because people are waiting for their royalties and they have to wait. I mean, and so, well, we are law-abiding citizens and we want the right thing done. And so why not? After all, once the organization is still collecting, even if we wait, we know we would have to share for the members. And for me, that is key.
Well, being a board, I mean, part of the board, even so now in interim, it's actually not an easy thing. There's too much fight with Gamo. What seems to be the issue?
I would be happy if this question goes to those fighting, because some of us, there's so much work to do that we don't have the energy to fight. I'm a trained mediator. I'm a counselor. So under normal circumstances, for me, jaw first, mediate, talk about the issues. But when you are in a society, in a situation where there's a party that is not ready to reason, like they stand at a point and they want what they want, then you just have to allow the law to take its course. And I believe that is what is happening. And so I would say I'm hopeful and confident that after the 11th, the 12th August, after the court cases are over, before a Gambro case goes to court, it will have to pass through the necessary internal structures. And that I want to oversee that.
This one didn't?
This one didn't because it was AGM that set aside the election committee members who have taken Gambro to court. You get the thing. So if a board sets an election committee in place, gives the committee time to work, and they don't, and an AGM puts that committee aside and sets another one in, and those people in that committee says whether they set them aside or not, they don't agree. They want to go to court. What can you do?
Is it that they detected some foul play with the elections? Could that be the case?
I don't think so, because in the first place, they were given 90 days to organize an election, and they didn't. Till the board's time expires, which is not right. Because that is why the law in the Constitution says that you have the 90 days to make sure you elect a board. So if I would really say what it means, then they rather had in mind who they want to push in the board.
A board before management. So management always work under a board. Now that the ruling has come and the board is no more, there is no board here. I have invited these directors who were appointed at the emergency Congress in Kumasi, and I duly hand over the running of the society to you so that you can take the lead in ensuring that you have a supervisory role of the society. Thank you very much. You can have your meeting, and then if you want to say something to the press, I invite you to come. And then we management will shift. So if you want to have your meeting here, you can have your meeting here. And then signal me, then I will invite you to come. Then we will shift.
And I know this will come a bit surprising to a lot of people because, when you talk of sound engineer, a lot of people just, go to the studio sometimes. They don't have to go to school to study it. Most of them just learn it on the ground and then they are able to do all of that. And now you have a whole degree for it. So now that you are into that, I know you're into music. Any plans of maybe working on some beats to work with some artists? How are you going to do that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm always in the studio, like I said, so I'm just always immersed in it. Obviously, if I'm not working or doing other things, but I'm usually always in it. So I'm always creating, always coming up with new ideas. And I want to produce for other artists, yeah, definitely. So I've got some ideas, and I also want to, start to give my beats to artists and stuff like that, sell them, that kind of thing. And we'll, see who can, because I've already done this kind of test,
okay.
where I'm like, oh, I'll play the beat and I'll be like, you know, there'll be an artist in the room and they'll be like freestyling over it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, see, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of it all, you know.
Yeah.
So it feels really good as well when you're listening to them rapping over your beat and stuff. It's quite cool, actually. So, yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you do more because we don't have a lot of female sound engineers in the system. So for me, it's exciting to hear something like this from you. And I pray that you get more of these artists to work with so that that's saying that what every man can do, I mean, a woman can do better. So
that's right.
men, don't come for our heads. But of course, it looks like you're around for this time. Now, hopefully when you go, that means we'll probably see you next year or something.
Yeah.
But we're hoping to see you more often. You come around and then maybe we can do some more works. I can actually start my rap career. Don't tell me to do that now.
When you're ready, let me know. I'll send some beats over to you. No problem at all.
Yeah, that's it. But of course, I mean, we're excited to have you. Is there anything you want to say to Ghanaians and then we can wrap it all up?
Yeah, No Better Love, my new single, is out now on all digital platforms. YouTube, Mz Milano. Instagram, that's Mz_Milano. And thank you to everybody that's streaming and supporting my music so far. I love you loads. Thank you.
Before you go, your social media handles.
Yes. So it's Insta, Mz_Milano, Mz_Milano. Mz Milano everywhere, guys. YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. You'll find me.
All right. Go find her. And if you're somebody who is probably into music, you want to do music, I'm sure if you hit her up on social media, she will put something together for you. Let's support women. And thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.